In this video of topology of metric spaces, we study the concept of a distance from the between a point and a set. Now, before that, let us revise the concepts of infimum and supremum of the set of real number. Let A is subset of R. A is a subset of R, म्हणजे A हा R चा सबसेट आहे. Then here upper bound of the set A. Let there exist K belong to R. K belong to R such that X is less than or equal to K for all X belong to A. See here, A is subset of R. A is subset of R, and let there exist K belong to R so that X is less than or equal to K for all X belong to A. Then the real number K is called an upper bound of A. Then the real number K is called an upper bound of A. See here, for example A is equal to close interval 2 5. Then here, for all X belong, we can observe here that for all X belong to A, X is less than or equal to pi. Therefore, pi is an upper bound of A. Similarly, X is less than 6 for all X belong to A. Therefore, 6 is an upper bound of A. Similarly, 7, 8 and a infinite number of numbers are upper bound of A. तर इथं A समजा हा सेट आहे क्लोज इंटरवल 2 5. It is the set of X belong to R such that 2 is less than equal to X, X is less than or equal to pi. तर इथे X हा Aचा कोणताही इलेमेंट असेल तर X फाय आहे किंवा फायपेक्षा लेस आहे, म्हणजे 5 इज ॲन अप्पर बाउंड ऑफ ए. सिमिलरली 6 इज ॲन अप्पर बाउंड ऑफ ए because each number X of A is less than 6. 7, 8, 9, 100, 1000, 1 lakh, 1 crore, all are upper bounds of A. But here 5 is the least upper bound. We observe that 5 is the least upper bound of A. That is no number less than 5 can be upper bound of A because it doesn't satisfy this condition, and therefore 5 is called as the greatest lower bound of A. 5 is called as the greatest 5 is called as the least upper bound of A. 5 means the least upper bound of A. Least upper bound of A. Upper bound of A. Therefore 5 is the least upper bound of A, and no number less than 5 can be an upper bound of A. The least upper bound is called as the supremum. the least upper bound is equal to the supremum. For example, consider a finite set A. A is equal to 1, 2, 7, minus 5, 2. Suppose A is the set 1, 2, 7, minus 5, 2. Then here, what is the supremum of A here? Here, supremum of A is obviously 7. Means if a set is finite, then it contains its supremum. If a set is finite, then the greatest element of the set is called as the supremum of A. But a set of, now if we consider S is equal to open interval 0, 1, it is the set of x belong to R such that 0 is less than x, x is less than 1. So here each number is less than or equal to 1, and therefore 1 is the supremum here, 1 is the supremum of S, and 1 does not belong to S. Therefore in some set supremum of the set belong to that set, and in some sets supremum of the set does not belong to S. Now here consider the set 0 to infinity. 0 to infinity. Now this set do not have supremum. Supremum of this set can be considered as infinity, but infinity is not a real number, and therefore this set does not have supremum. Now here, if property of the supremum, let A be non-empty set of S. A is equal to non-empty set, and A is subset of R. A is subset of R. If A is a finite set, then supremum of the set A belong to A. Now here let M be supremum of, let M be the supremum of S, be the supremum of A, supremum of A. Then for any epsilon greater than 0, then for any epsilon greater than 0, M minus epsilon is not the supremum of A, not the supremum of A. Supremum of A. Now here we are mentioning a very special property of the supremum. Suppose let A is not equal to null set and A is a subset of R. Let M be the supremum of A. Then for any epsilon greater than 0, M minus epsilon is not the supremum of A, because M is the least upper bound of A. M is the least upper bound of A, and since for any epsilon greater than 0, M minus epsilon is less than M. Therefore, M minus epsilon cannot be the upper bound of A. M minus epsilon is less than supremum, and supremum is the least upper bound A. M minus epsilon cannot be an upper bound of A, and therefore there exists X such that M minus epsilon is less than or equal to X, and X is less than M. M minus epsilon is not the upper bound supremum of A, and therefore there exists x belong to A such that m minus epsilon is less than x and x is less than or equal to m. Means for any epsilon greater than 0, m minus epsilon cannot be supremum of A. Now infimum. Now let us study the concept of infimum. Infimum of the set. The infimum of the set. The infimum of the set. Infimum of the set let A is subset of R, a number L is called the lower bound of A is called a lower bound of A if L is less than or equal to x for all x belong to A. See here, suppose A be any non-empty subset of R. A be any non-empty subset of R. A number L is called the lower bound of A if L is less than or equal to x for all x belong to A. See here, if L is a lower bound of A, if L is a lower bound of A for any epsilon greater than 0, L minus epsilon is a lower bound of A. See here, if L is a lower bound of A, then for any epsilon greater than 0, L minus epsilon is a lower bound of A. Now, the greatest lower bound of A, is called as the infimum of the set. The greatest lower bound of A is called the infimum of the set A. See here, for example 0 pi, open interval 0 pi. See here, minus 1 is the lower bound of set A. Then minus 2 is also lower bound of the set A. Minus 10 is also lower bound of the set A. But 0 now, for here, for all x belong to A, 0 is less than or equal to x for all x belong to A. Therefore, 0 is the greatest lower bound of A. Therefore, the infimum of A is equal to 0. Here, means infimum of the set is a least bond which is the greatest of the set of least bond. The greatest least bond GLB is called the infimum of the set A. Now see here, let A is equal to minus 1, 2, 5. The infimum of the set A, the infimum of the set A is equal to minus 1. Now see here, if G is the infimum, if G is the infimum, G is the infimum of A, G plus epsilon for any epsilon greater than 0, for any epsilon greater than 0, G plus epsilon cannot be lower bound of A, cannot be a lower bound of A, Therefore, there exists x belong to A. See here, if G is an lower bound of A, then for any epsilon greater than 0, G plus epsilon cannot be lower bound of A, and therefore there exists x belong to A such that G is less than x is less than or equal to G plus epsilon. G is less than x and x is less than or equal to G plus epsilon. This is the property of infimum. Therefore, here we discussed the infimum of the set, the supremum of the set. The supremum of the set A is the least upper bound, and the infimum of the set is the greatest lower bound. Now let us study the concept of a distance between a point and set. Let XD be a metric space. XD be a metric space. Let P belong to X. P belong to X and A is subset of X. Then the distance between P and A, between the point P, between the point P and the set A is defined as infimum of the set distance between P and X such that X belong to A. Now see here, let XD be a metric space and let P belong to X and A is subset of X. A is subset of X or A is equal to X. Then the distance between the point P and the set A is defined as infimum of the set distance between P and X belong to A. Means we consider here the set of all distances of the point P and X. See here we are considering the set of the elements distance between P and X. X belong to A. Now see here, this set is the infimum of this set is called as the distance between the point P and the point set A. Example, let xd is equal to ru. The set of real number, set of real numbers with the absolute volumetry, metric. Let x equal ru, the set of real number with the absolute volumetry. Let a is equal to -3 to 7. A is equal to close interval -3 to 7. It is the set of x belong to R such that -3 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 5. Then distance between P and A, distance between 2 and A, 2 and A, distance between the point 2 and the set A is equal to 0, because 2 belong to the set A, and therefore 2 belong to the set A, and distance between x and A is equal to the infimum of the set distance P and x belong to A. Now see here, 0 here, 2 belong to the set A, and therefore distance between 2 and 2 belong to the set A, and distance between 2 and A, infimum of the set distance between 2 and x, so that x belong to A is equal to 0, because distance between x and x is equal to 0, and therefore this set of real numbers contains 0, and no other element of this set is less than 0, and therefore distance between 2 and A is equal to 0, because 2 belong to A, and therefore let us consider the set D is equal to distance between the point 2 and x, so that x belong to A. Now see here, therefore D contains 0, because now D contains 0. Now D contains the 0. D is a set of real number. D is a set of positive real numbers. A set of non-negative real numbers. Containing 0 containing 0. D is the set of non-negative real number containing 0. Therefore, the supremum of D, the infimum of D, is equal to 0, and therefore by definition distance between 2 and A is equal to 0. Means here, if the set of, suppose A is any non-empty subset of X and the point P belong to A, then a distance between P and A is equal to 0, because distance between P and A is defined as the infimum of the set distance between P and X belong to A. Now since P belong to A, there exists some X belong to A, so that X is equal to P, and therefore distance between P and X is equal to 0, and therefore 0 belong to the set of non-negative real number of the elements distance between P and X belong to A, and therefore supremum of the infimum of this set is equal to 0, and distance between 2 and A is equal to 0. Means P belong to the set A, then obviously distance between P and A is equal to 0. Now see here, consider another example. Let xd is equal to R2d. Where D is the Euclidean metric on R2, where D is the Euclidean metric on R2. D is the Euclidean metric on R2. Euclidean metric on R2. Let A is the set of x comma y belong to R2, so that x square plus y square is equal to 25. Let P is equal to 2, 7. Now see here we are considering metric space R2D, where D is a Euclidean metric on R2. That is the D distance between the point x1, y1 and x2, y2 is equal to under root of x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square. So here D is the Euclidean metric on R2. Now let A is the set of x, y belong to R2, such that x square plus y square is 25, and later the point P be the point 8, 6. Therefore, here claim distance between P and A is equal to distance between P and A is equal to phi. Distance between P and A is equal to phi, because the set A represent a circle, a boundary of a circle having center at 0, 0 and radius phi. Because here let us consider the geometric view of this problem. Here is, suppose this is a XO X dash YO Y dash. It is a circle. It is a circle with center at 0, 0 and radius phi, and P is the point in the first quadrant. P 8, 6. Now see here, the radius of the circle is phi and distance of the point P from the origin is under root of 8 square plus 6 square is equal to under root of 10 is equal under root of 100 is equal to 10. Therefore, distance of the point P of 8 to 6 up to the boundary of the circle is equal to 10 minus pi is equal to pi. Therefore, distance between P and A is equal to pi. Because A is the circle centered at origin and radius pi. Good. Now see here, point P, suppose O is the origin, distance between O and P is equal to 10. Distance between O and P is equal to 10 and radius pi, and therefore distance between P and A is equal to pi. Therefore, distance between P and A is equal to pi.